Wow, talk about bad timing, man. I think it's fair to say that Captain America Brave New World has had a rocky ride these past few months, what with all the delays and the reshoots and the spiralling budgets and the growing public apathy towards the film. But hey ho, sometimes you just have to soldier through, right? And with the movie finally in the can and the premiere just a couple
What's the word? It's your host Jay Wade. Welcome back to the channel. You are now tuning in to Wait a Minute TV. And wait a minute. Anthony Mackie said what? Let's get into it.
of weeks away, maybe the worst was finally behind them now. All they really had to do was stay the course, keep their mouths shut, and
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations.
oh.
Did he just say that?
Oh. The comments in question come from a press event in Rome a couple of weeks ago where Anthony Mackie shared his thoughts on what Captain America means to him and others. And wow, talk about a bad choice of words.
It's kind of this is kind of like a
Are you dumb or something?
It's funny, because you can tell by the way he's stumbling and hesitating after he said it that he knew he'd fucked up and was desperately scrambling for a way to recover, only to make the whole thing even worse.
it's about
What's even worse about that is that this man has been trying to get his solo movie for I don't even know how long. Anthony Mackie's been talking about I want a solo movie all to myself. He's finally a solo movie as the Captain America, and he goes and says something like that. Tweak.
uh, a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity, someone who is trustworthy and dependable.
See, when you base your premise on excluding America from the character's identity, even though he's called Captain America, and then go on to list all of his virtues like keeping his word and doing the right thing, you're implicitly suggesting that those very traits no longer represent what America is as a country. And well, that's not exactly a popular sentiment right now, both from a character and a cultural point of view. Patriotism's always been at the core of who Captain America is as a character. It's the very reason he joined the army and risked his life to be part of the Super Soldier program in the first place, because he wanted to fight and defend not just America, but American values of freedom, justice, and equality. He represents the ideals and aspirations of the greatest generation, the men who fought and sacrificed to make the world we live in today, men who loved their country and in return were loved by it. To take that away from him is to hollow out the core of who he is, and it demonstrates a real lack of understanding of what makes him such a timeless hero in the first place. The other reason is cultural. American national pride seems to be going through a bit of a comeback these days. Can't imagine what that feels like. And our tolerance for rich, opinionated Hollywood celebrities is at an all-time low. I can definitely imagine what that feels like. Combine these two factors together and you've got a powder keg just waiting to explode, and it seems like Anthony Mackie might just be the match. The thing is, I actually like Mackie as an actor, and until now he's generally been pretty solid when it comes to interviews like this.
I take my kids to the movies to see Avengers. It's $150. I'm like, I don't even want to see myself that much.
So I really want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. It might be that because he was in Europe instead of America, he was trying to find common ground with his audience and
I'm gonna say this. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt as well. I think now that I'm hearing it, I think what he meant to say is that Captain America doesn't just stand for fighting for the rights or fighting for Americans. Captain America wants to fight for Americans and the rest of the world, people who are looked at as your average everyday citizens. That's what I think he means. But ain't no real telling. Just on a PR or from a PR perspective, it just doesn't look good when promoting the movie. But
emphasize the character's universal heroic appeal. Shit man, he might even have been fed talking points like this by some dumbass PR advisor from Marvel. The backlash though has gotten so bad that he even had to come out and clarify his position with an official statement.
Yeah.
Let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honour of a lifetime. I've got the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to.
Right.
Again, I don't pretend to know the guy, so I'd prefer to believe that he's telling the truth here, and this has all been a big misunderstanding caused by a poor choice of words. Either way though, it all contributes to a generally negative atmosphere that seems to be building around this movie and Mackie's version of the Captain America character. Let's not forget that the last time we saw Sam Wilson with the shield, it was in the racially and politically charged Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a show that saw racism around literally every corner, that tried to frame violent terrorists who murder innocent people because they want free stuff as sympathetic anti-heroes.
The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. I mean, this girl died trying to stop you. And no one has stopped for 1 second to ask why.
And whose genius solution to complex social and political problems requiring years of diplomacy and compromise was...
You've gotta do better, Senator.
And the thing is, that show didn't even resonate particularly well at the time, when all of this ridiculous stuff was arguably at its peak. But holy shit man, have things changed since then. Americans have gotten a bit tired of being told that their country sucks by elitist pricks who only exist because of the very privilege it provides, and for a lot of MCU fans, Sam Wilson kind of represents that cynical, anti-patriotic, anti-American era of Marvel filmmaking. Someone who was literally handed the achievements of a guy who fought and sacrificed more than he ever did, and then had the brass neck to complain about it afterwards. In short, I think a lot of people were just looking for reasons to hate this film, and whether he meant to or not, Anthony Mackie might just have given them exactly what they were looking for. The only question now is whether Captain America can hope to survive the firestorm. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
The truth of the matter is that a lot of people I've noticed from a certain demographic, I'm not gonna get into it, really are just upset that Captain America is now black. They'll say it's because he doesn't have the super soldier serum. They'll say Bucky was a better candidate because he had the super soldier serum. But the truth of the matter is because Captain America is now black. But this happened in the comics. I'm sure most of you who are watching already know that. And it's nothing new under the sun. So people have been looking for a reason, and I think that because he had very poor direction from his own PR, now from a PR point of view, what he said doesn't look too well to the public when representing himself as the Captain America. So those who didn't favor him being Captain America got what they were looking for. A reason to not like him as the Captain America. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this content. And until next time, YouTube, I'm out.